Do it, 100% do it. I love how PRECS is catered towards community college students, because in class, we're not really given a lot of opportunities to work in a lab, and there's also very limited in that sense. And I feel like this being catered towards us is honestly amazing. And I feel like this will also help you decide whether you want to go into science more or not.
It definitely just gives you that experience, you get knowledge, you get to see what other people study. And for me, the biggest takeaway that I have is there's so much science out there. There's so much you could look at. There's so many different things to study. And if you don't really know, doing an REU can kind of help you narrow down what you think you might be interested in.
But it's a really wonderful experience. You make a lot of great connections. And even if you feel afterwards that you did or did not like it overall, you still learned something about yourself. And for me, I think that it was definitely encouraging.
I would definitely say to apply. I cannot say how much this experience has done for me. As a first-generation college student, I really didn't know what was out there and what I could do to help myself and put myself ahead in terms of getting experience in research, putting things on my resume that other graduate colleges are going to appreciate and see as a plus. This really helped me form a stronger opinion about what I want to do in research.
I think you will learn a lot, even though if you don't get into the program in the first place, you will learn from your mistake to better prepare your application. And if you don't apply to that, you have no chance of getting into the program. But if you apply that and get accepted into it, it will be a wonderful and memorable experience. You won't regret it.
I found out about PRECS through an email. I think the title was, "Are you a STEM major?" And I thought, whatever this is, I'll just put my name in for it. It ended up being one of the more instrumental experiences in my academic career so far. And so, worst that can happen is you don't get it. Just apply for everything.
You may think that research was the reason that you wanted to come here, but I can tell you that just meeting people in its own would have made this worth it. I've made so many new friends from this experience and learned so many new things, and this is a new place to be at. I'm from a small town, so yeah, this was really nice, and if you're thinking about it, then you should do it.
So it might seem a little intimidating because it's a competitive program, but it's really a great opportunity. It's it's worth the shot.
Not only will you make great connections in academia at the university, you will get a feel for just how the actual ground level research works. For that has been a little bit eye-opening to me to actually understand the scientific process.
Whether you're unsure about research or not, this will solidify it because you get hands-on, first-hand experience doing research. And if you don't like it, then that's cool. You don't have to pursue it. And if you do, then that's great. You can. So I feel like it's a win-win.
You just have to do it. You just have to see. If it all costs, you just don't think at all you're gonna get it. You at least need to find out. It's because I really struggled with that at the very beginning. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna apply for this. I probably won't get it, but I'll at least apply for it. And I applied and I got it. I was really, really surprised. And after that, I just figured, I was like, okay, well, maybe I should just start applying for more things. And so, that's what this has taught me, is that I really need to just, kind of put myself out there more, even if there is a no or a yes, because you're going to get a yes at least at some point.
Don't hesitate, because you learn so much about yourself and your ability. You're capable of so much more than you think you are. And I think that's what this experience taught me. So it's really, really valuable.
I would just say go for it, because if you look at it from a statistical standpoint, if you don't apply, you're definitely not going to get in. So I would just go for it, and just put your best effort in doing the application. It took me. I honestly thought they were saying that we had to write 250 to 500 word essay. Normally that takes about an hour or two, but it took me a couple days, just refining it. I really wanted to get into this, so.
Say do it. I would say just make yourself do it, because when I found out, my bio professor had sent out an email saying here's an internship opportunity. And I clicked on the link not thinking that it would probably be something that I was interested in, but when I read specifically about Nate's lab, I was like, I have to apply to this. This would be amazing. So when I got closer to the application timeline though and getting ready for it and actually doing it, I was really doubting myself and feeling like there's no way I'm going to get this. Why should I even try? And having a lot of negative thoughts that I really had to just push through and ignore and just say, no, you're just going to just do it. You never know. You never know what's going to happen. And then after maybe 3 days after the deadline, I got the email saying I was accepted. Was amazing.
Definitely apply. I'm actually one of those people. I didn't think that I would get it. I felt like I didn't have the strongest biology background that I needed for the program, but due to my other skills and my letter and my interests, I was still selected, and I feel so grateful. It's a great opportunity.
Do it, yeah. Look at it as a scientific vacation, I guess. You're gonna work for sure. You are gonna learn something new. If you love science, which pretty much all of us did, and that's why we applied. This is the way to go. This is what we're doing in the classroom is completely different from what we're doing here as research. In the classroom, it's all set in stone, but that's provided due to people in research making that foundation. So you're doing all the work behind the scenes, and it's kind of nice to see what's going on behind the scenes. So yeah, if you love science, definitely do it. If you're willing to move out, I know most of the people that go to community college, they're still with their family. If you're willing to do a quick move out for 2 months, experience a bigger campus like UIUC itself, and if you're willing to just learn more about science, I definitely do it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Our two PIs are two amazing people. And just to get that research experience so early on for community college students, because community college students, we really start out, we're basically freshmen and sophomores, and we're not really exposed greatly to big-time universities. So coming to a big-time university is one thing, enrolling as a student, but coming and actually working for a university, that's a whole different ballgame in itself. So I would say PRECS, definitely PRECS should be on somebody's checklist.